Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, 2009, and today we're reading Esther Chapter 4. And remember, we've been reading the stories, and they're actually pretty interesting stories just alone, but I encourage you to read these chapters through for yourself, see what you get from it. Email us, and we'll put it on the blog. And as I was reading this chapter, it just reminded me of an important lesson that you really need to be mindful or remember when you're helping someone else that in a way, and you might not see it at first, you are really helping yourself. And this is true because even we see it with Mordecai. Remember, now they wanted to destroy the Jews, or really Haman wanted to destroy the Jews that were there because Mordecai didn't bow before him, and we read that in yesterday's chapter. And Esther, who's also a Jew, but she's in the king's house, she actually, Mordecai turns to her for help. And he kind of has to remind her that, don't think that she's going to escape from this. Now, they put a decree out for really all the Jews to be destroyed, and he kind of has to remind her that she's not going to escape from this just because she's there in the king's house. So we really, and this is just a perfect reminder for us that when we help others, and sometimes we might not see it, like how I think maybe Esther didn't quite see it at first, we don't quite see that when we help other people, we're actually helping ourselves in maybe ways that we don't even, that's not apparent to us immediately. So we should always take each opportunity we can to help another person, because you don't know how it can come back around and really turn around and help you as well. I think a perfect example of this is a movie, of course, Spider-Man. If you've seen it, the storyline of Spider-Man, where the young boy, he's upset at someone, and he sees them getting robbed, and he says, "Oh, good for them." And he doesn't help. He's right there. He has an opportunity just to trip guy up and let the robbery get caught, and he lets the robbery get away. And then as he's going on, he later comes to his house, and someone broke into his house. And or something happened, but that robber came back around and ended up taking the life of his uncle, the same one that he let go because he was mad at the other person, comes back and takes the life of his uncle. So I think that's actually even another story or another example of that lesson. We don't know how when we help someone else, it can really turn around and help us in just ways that we don't know. So this is why, guys, I was reading this chapter regarding even Esther and Mordecai, that she had to kind of be reminded a little bit that she's not exempt from what's happening to the Jews just because she's living in the king's house. So she really has to help them. And the same thing for us. We sometimes don't see the benefits of helping someone, but there definitely are benefits. And just because it's not apparent to us, we should kind of just look past that and help them, realizing that we are going to be blessed in some way or another. So with that, create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we'll talk again tomorrow.